Welcome back to another game of Battlefield 5. I am Malaise from Victory Through Failure. Here we are going to be attempting to capture and hold all of the enemy objectives, if possible. So the closest one here to us is Objective E, Echo. We're going to head in that direction with me and Ivy. You can kind of see we've got 5 soldiers or so on our team here. We've got some people heading down the road to our left. We're going to continue moving up as we're kind of in a big cluster here, which does provide us a little bit of stability and safety. Now we're going to come up here on this bridge area, and again, as I've mentioned in my previous videos, if you watched, that any open areas like this with choke points or areas where people can be restricted are quite dangerous. So I'm going to fire a couple of shots off at the enemy there and then retreat back until I can get some cover. You can see Ivy over there on the right hand side of the screen. She's going to be in a more forward position with her machine gun. She's going to be firing, putting quite a bit of damage and ammo down range, hopefully suppressing, maybe even killing some of those targets. Now without a scope at this range, it's definitely doable and damage is definitely possible, but it's more about an accuracy issue. Ammo in Battlefield is kind of at a premium and it's easy to run out, especially if you fire indiscriminately at targets, and so kind of want to be a little bit hesitant there. So let's skip ahead a little bit more to where we are a little bit further in the game here, and as you can see we're in the process of taking Objective B. Now I'm looking around. Oh, I can see an enemy Valentine tank crossing the bridge down there. So that's something I gotta be cognizant of if it decides to head down this direction. I'm trying to look underneath this vehicle and use it as cover. We have an allied tank that just decided to come in here and help us, but as it goes in front of this building, it starts taking fire. So obviously they are in the area. I come out here to move, and I see down the end of the street some enemy troops set up, so begin firing. Kill one of them. You can see we get quite a bit of defensive assists and squad kill assists for spotting those and helping our allies find them. Alright, so we're going to use this tank for cover as we head inside. We've successfully... oh, we have not taken the objective yet. We're close. Alright, so let's start to move towards the second floor. Look at this building. Oh, fire, fire, fire. Nice. Managed to take him out and set myself on fire at the same time. Managed to take another guy out. Wow. Okay, and there's still someone here in the top, second floor. He shot one of our allies in the back there. We hit level 3. There we go. You can see the ammo pack roll down the stairs as he's killed. Okay, so now it looks like we're in a little bit of lull in the combat. So I'm gonna go ahead and reload our weapons. Moving downstairs. You can hear gunshots off in the distance, but it's actually eerily quiet. Put a couple of pot shots into this guy, try to get to some cover. Oh wow, oh we're taking fire. Wow, that was close. Alright, now Ivy's down. Can I get to her successfully? I kind of peeked my head out for just a second. Oh, get a couple of hits in, but man, look at the amount of fire coming in. So I try to contemplate whether or not this is worth going to, and just look at the volume of explosions and fire going off in this direction. So I throw a grenade of my own just in case. Come around this corner, and here I actually make a pretty critical mistake. This is not a great position regardless, but if I had stayed here I might have gotten a chance getting killed by creeping forward. I give up my position and I get shot in the back by an enemy hiding behind that car over there. So definitely a misplay there, but kind of surrounded by enemies and all kinds of stuff going on as well. So where are we going to decide to respawn this time? Yep, looks like we're going to go right into the middle, and we've got red dots on the map, so we know the enemy is in close proximity in an actual direct firefight with us currently. So I can see tracers flying across the screen. Don't really know which direction they're coming from, but the red is to our right and the blue is to our left, so most likely the enemy is going to be coming from towards the objectives that they already own. So, oh, I can see enemy soldiers moving across the bridge here. Need to be careful. Oh, get sniped. Get sniped looking out through the doorway. Let's see if Ivy made it inside. Is she going to be able to get us up safely for herself? And it looks like she is. Thank you. Okay. Immediately going to run upstairs. Finish this guy off. And it looks like Ivy... oh, I went down to try to get Ivy up. and I basically get sawed in half by big bullets in the legs as I'm running down the stairs. So we're going to decide where to respawn. Looks like Ivy's at E, but I'm going to go over to D instead because I feel like it's right in the middle of all the action, and so it's going to give me options. Kind of trying to get my bearings here when I first show up. Enemy troops. Miss all of them. Seems to be a pattern for me. Firing a whole bunch of bullets and not really getting any. But let's see here. So we know I've got troops there, and I'm pretty sure that the guys in the buildings here are the ones that are blowing up our tanks. Those explosions that were just going off. Okay, so trying to suppress this target, but I realize I'm not going to really be able to do much, so I try to move up here. Ivy's down, but honestly, if I go into that open area where she is, not anything good's going to happen. This guy jumps the fence with an RPG in his arm, no real chance of doing anything, and he gets gunned down. Apparently I can't get through this destroyed building, so I can hear fire all going on all around me. Try to get over this. Don't see anyone directly behind me. Okay. Move into some cover here and look around. Don't see any enemy movement. Okay, keep moving up through the house, clearing as we go. Still a pretty intense amount of gunfire going on. We take another objective, which is good. Oh, I hear gunfire going off, but I keep clearing this building and I don't see any enemies, so maybe... Oh, here we go. And this is a critical mistake. Rather than firing on the target directly in front of me, I hesitate or get confused by the multiple targets, and it ends up killing me. So in this case, you want to definitely make sure that if you see a target, you want to always prioritize killing that target rather than switching to another one, especially when that target can immediately return fire. So definitely a misplay there by wavering in my decision making and target acquisition skills. But my loss is your gain. So we'll continue moving on here and jump this really high fence. It's actually so high it hurts our legs when we land, but only about 5 HP, so not a huge deal, hopefully. Move into this house here, run straight upstairs, kind of head towards the gunfire. Now I know that the building in front of me, now this is interesting, the building in front of me I have allies in, so I think that it's clear. But there's gunfire coming from there, so I'm kind of hesitant. But then I see an allies coming out, I'm like, oh, the building's completely safe. And I turn my back on it, and look at the gunfire coming out. Plus there's actually enemies like in the window shooting at us. So just because you see allies run out of a location doesn't necessarily mean that that location is safe to just disregard. So we're kind of... Oh, enemy spotted on the second floor. They're all over the place up here. Really like mixed in amongst us. The front lines is pretty much completely devolved now. We've got allies and Axis troops sitting in the house. Oh, get gunned down from 2 different directions. Great crossfire they had going in there. That's a good way to clear out that building there. So me and Ivy both die. So we come here to the respawn screen. We're gonna go to C, it looks like, yeah, right here in this courtyard. So we have 3 of the objectives and they only have 2, so we are technically leading. Firing at some enemy troops here. I get one of them in, looks like the upper chest, shoulder area, but most of my shots miss. Ivy goes downstairs and gets gunned down standing in the doorway. Not sure if I'm going to be able to get down there and save her in time. Let's see. Go ahead and run over. Can we successfully do it? Nice, okay, Ivy's back up. Keep moving around. Nope, not gonna be able to go up that way. That's all barricaded. So pretty intense gunfire going on all around us, to be honest. So we gotta be kind of careful where we're running into so we don't just go straight into... Oh, enemy spotted. And my trademark miss all your bullets strategy working quite effectively with 2 different weapons. I'm really, trying to maximize my accomplishments by just doing that all the time. Now I got multiple enemy targets here. They're spraying through the windows. Throw a grenade doesn't really do much. I see Ivy bleeding out down below me. It's kind of painful, but there's no way I can get down there. Just showing myself in that bottom floor is going to get me killed. So I position myself at the top here. Ivy respawns, runs to the window, begins spraying bullets like a lunatic, and dies, gets gunned down again. So, wouldn't recommend doing that. I'm going to stay here. I see feet walk by, so I know that there's enemies in the area as well as voices. Put a couple of shots into this guy. That strategy of missing, showing itself again, going really well. But I don't even have enough time to reload, and this guy, 2 shots into him. He is not happy. Comes back. Grenade, run, grenade, go, go, go. Boom, all the glass of the window shatter. 2 grenades go off. Reposition on the 2nd floor, I believe this is. Yes, and then wait for him. Here he comes, first bullet. Oh, I get gunned down. And then Ivy sprays through her feet, through the stairs. Look at that, and she kills 1. She kills 2. Is she gonna be able to get me up? Oh, no. So I'm seeing if I can respawn her, and then she gets shot too. So, not the best, but we did what we had to do. So we're going to deploy here over on E. And look around for a second. So left looks clear. A and B are both enemy possessed, held. So there's going to be enemies in that direction for sure. Looks like they are taking C as well. E is under attack. E is under attack as we speak. So I can hear gunfire going off, but I can also see that the color is changing to red. So I'm going to run over in that direction. And oh goodness. Oh goodness. Fire on a target. Throw a grenade. Probably should have just shot him, to be quite honest. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Get a couple of good shots in with the pistol. Just not enough to finish him off though. Ivy's going to jump down from on top of this here. Land next to us. And we're going to get us revived. Thank you, Ivy. Although you're going to see from my next actions that my secondary strategy of just being dead to prevent any type of trauma, further trauma, is also working pretty well. So rather than just having Ivy try to revive me again in place and getting murdered, I'm going to go ahead and bleed out and try coming from a different direction. So I'm actually going to try a support here, and this is the first time I've tried this character, so I'm sure there are going to be quite a few of you watching saying, oh my gosh, that's not how you play. But let me stumble through this with you and we'll see how it goes. So this character does not have a rocket launcher and has a much bigger weapon than the assault character does. They also benefit pretty heavily from being stabilized by laying on the ground. Okay, so we've got a tank on our side. And it looks like objective D, where I'm currently standing, is being taken over by the enemy, so I know that they're approaching and they're close by. And enemy spotted. Now, if I was on my other character, I don't know if that would have gone any differently. But fire all of our shells, completely missing the target. Perfect. And then get gunned down in the face with a pistol by his ally. So, a little bit of teamwork there from the enemy team. Good job for them. Alright, we can spawn here on Ivy. I have no idea where she is. Oh, goodness. Alright, managed to kill this guy. Just kind of clear the area. We want to make sure that we're not going to get shot in the back. Run over and get Ivy in the last second. Completely disregard that 2x4 through her head. And we level up to level 3. Still a private, but hey, not that big of a deal. We're making progress. Okay, so this character can also give other people ammo. Learned that right there when it said I could give Ivy an ammo patch. So that's going to be a pretty effective and good team tactic. So let's see. Again, doing my other strategy of trying to circumvent the main battle and kind of go around in a flanking maneuver here. Go up on top of the bridge, go into this train, and then look down, decide it's too high to jump, and turn around and run back through the train into this apartment, fall to my floor. Luckily I didn't break both legs, only took 9 damage. I can hear explosions going off, I can hear gunfire, and I can hear voices. So I have a pretty good idea that there's probably enemy targets around here. Come back into this, and now I'm up above the enemy. Finished him off. I can hear voices behind me. So I stop. I was going to reload, but I decided not to because I hear the voices. And here we go. Ooh, managed to put him down. I'm not sure if that would have happened if I was with my other assault character. Ivy spawns on me and immediately starts spraying through that window. I'm gonna keep an eye out here. Oh, and get shot in the back. Good job on that guy. Came up behind both of us and just shot us both in the back when we weren't looking. So that's a quite effective way of getting rid of your enemy if they don't even know you're there. So we're going to come over here and I'm going to go back to my assault class. I will do another engineer video in the future, but for now we'll just go back to this and keep working on working up our progression tree for the assault. So we're going to stumble our way through this area, trying not to admire the puddles and leaves too much, and head towards the gunfire. So we've got an objective B in front of us, which is held by us, and an objective D on the right, which is not. So, and enemy walks into my bullet. Good job, take a headshot, get a big chunk of that person's health, and I know that they're still here, and I can see them moving around. Shoot him in the leg, finish him off. So, completely breaking from my normal strategy of missing everything, decided to show you guys how to mix it up a little bit. Okay, so peeking around here, me and Ivy are moving up. I can see that we still hold B, but they hold D. Out, getting shot, out, getting shot. So we have allies here, so hopefully they'll be able to support us. Kind of peeking around the corner, looking where that gunfire is coming from. I have no idea where it is coming from. Looking around, oh, I see movement. I see movement, and fire. Wow, that one actually hit. May have even gotten two. Firing a couple more shots, and a sniper. Right there, you can see the flashlight from his scope, or the reflection, I should say, of his scope, and I didn't move. And so a couple seconds later, bullet hits me in the chest, and then second bullet hits me in the chest instant after that. And that's game over for me. We spawn on Ivy. Almost die. Luckily, she's able to finish that guy off. Run across the street, we can hear a sniper bullet hit the wall next to us, so good thing that we're moving quickly. Gonna run into this building and start approaching C here. Alright, so what have we got? I can hear voices. And we're retaking E, objective E, so 3-2, Ivy gets gunned down and I don't get around here in time to save her, so I decide to turn and run back into the building because I don't know what killed her and there's nothing for me really out there. I can't revive her. Fire at a man next to me because of my nerves on edge. Luckily I did not hit him, although there's no friendly fire, just not a good idea. A habit to get into. Moving forward here, we're going to continue approaching and we pause. Notice the enemy soldier off to the right hand side. There's going to be a lot more where that came from. Oh, so got a couple of decent shots in. We didn't finish any of them off, but we're going to skip forward to the battle here. Another about 3 minutes ahead. Me and Ivy are running down the street here, trying to get into a superior position. We're using the wall on our left to hide us. Fire a couple of shots. We're going to try to take this position. Grenade goes off. Wow, rocket just barely misses us. And I decide to return the favor with a rocket of my own. Nice little kill there before I get shot in the back. So, short-lived, but take it for what I can. Ivy's going to run over and be able to revive us, so once again, thanks Ivy for keeping us in the game, and dies instantly. Wow, well, okay, let me Ivy. I guess I'll return the favor here, get you back up. Alright, so I'm going to save this rocket here, which is actually going to come into play later on, so it's a good thing that I didn't fire that rocket off needlessly. We have an allied tank moving up here, looks like a Panzer III, and we are going to be moving into some smoke. Approaching the sandbag, jump over it, and look around. I can hear gunfire going off. This objective is held by enemy forces. We're able to take out one of the troops. We're capturing this flag, which is giving us additional points. Ivy, I can't help you. I can only see your head and arm. The rest of your body's on the other side of that wall. Don't know how to help that. And I get shot in the back. But we managed to take the objective, so that's good, I guess, in the overall for our teammates. Okay, so let's see here. We're going to spawn up in the corner and immediately run back towards where we were. We saw an enemy soldier running into the building here, as well as the flag on the far left just went to us. So we know we've got friends over there. I need to keep my eyes... Oh, enemy troops. Fire, miss, fire, miss, fire, miss, fire, miss, fire, miss. Now notice it's close enough to actually scare him. That's also critical when you miss. You want to scare the person. So we did 90 damage, didn't manage to kill him, but we managed to get the assist with Ivy's help, and then she comes over, gives us a revive. So thanks for that, Ivy. Okay, running back into the house here. Grab some ammo from an ally, that's good. Don't want to run straight into that gunfire. Like, you know, every once in a while I like to survive longer than 30 seconds. So we're going to run back over here towards the train that I was at earlier. Going to cross over, and in this I believe to be pretty much enemy territory, more or less. They don't really expect us to be over there. Ally in front of us. Okay, we're continuing to move around. Coming downstairs. Alright. Peeking through here, another ally, another enemy? Yeah. Again, fire miss, fire miss, fire miss, fire miss, fire miss. Whew. Really scared that guy. I really scared him. So, effective use of our plan. Really terrifying. And if he was dead, he wouldn't be able to know if he was actually afraid. So we don't want to kill him. You know, that's the key part. So, moving ahead here, we're going to go to the very end of the battle. These enemy troops jump down, fire a couple of shots, terrifying him horribly. Just spraying all over. Actually hit him in the head there, but I blame that more of him walking into my bullet more than anything. So, I got you, Ivy. Nope. I get pistoled. And we both bleed out. Unfortunate, unfortunate. So we actually have captured 4 of the objectives. The enemy only has 1. Huge mushroom cloud goes off as a bomb explodes. We're going to decide where to go here. So we come over to D, and we are really hurting. We've only got 41 reinforcements left, and the enemy has 100, so they have more than 2-to-1 advantage. So we do have those objectives, but I don't know if it's going to be enough or not. So let's keep firing, keep seeing what we can do. I see tracer fire coming out from this direction, so there's probably enemies over here. Explosions going off behind us. What do we do? What do we do? I see enemies over there. I saw a flash of movement. I hear gunfire off to my left. Enemies walking right in front of my crosshairs. But I'm trying to decide how to approach this. So, creep forward a little bit. Got a ninja that jumps out of a second-story building. Big explosions going off as bombs are landing all around us. Allied tank coming in. And he fires on the move. Big explosion goes straight into that building. And you know what? Doing pretty good. We're not winning. No. But we're doing pretty good. Ooh, couple long-range shots. Managed to actually shoot that guy in the head. Managed to actually do that. Having, you would think that being in a window would be very helpful, but it actually profiles you pretty well. Your face and head and shoulders really stand out against like a dark background. You can see all kinds of rockets firing in there. Fire that one, needlessly, goes into the ground, but I have 1 rocket left. So we need to remember that 1 rocket. Enemy tank coming right at us. Pull out my rocket launcher, and you know what? Let's get him. We're close. Haha. Wait. Did that didn't even... It didn't do any damage at all? Let's rewind this. Let's see what happened. Okay, so I pull out the rocket, aim straight for center mass, and fire. And the rocket goes underneath the tank. His return fire misses me as well. And I'm just standing here flabbergasted like, well, okay. I guess we run up to him from behind? With his flamethrower? Holy goodness. Tractor trailer almost gets dragged over. I come up behind him and I've got this device in my hands, which I gotta be honest, I'm not even sure I know what this thing does. Run into the fire and start madly plunging away. Click, click, click. Grab ammo, everything. I mean, I'm pulling the plunger even when I'm not there. So now I stand up here in complete bewilderment as to what just happened, and decide to just keep running. So here we go. We're gonna run over here, and we are down to 2 reinforcements before this battle ends. Gunfire continues to erupt as the enemy tries to finish us off. They are down to 14 reinforcements, and we are down to 2. It's a close one. It's a close one, and with that, we take our last 2 losses, and that is the end of the game. I'd like to thank you all for watching again, and I hope to see you all on the next episode of Victory Through Failure. I have been Malaise, and thanks again.